This is exhilarating. Get excited.
Well, here we are. Channel Awesome, our Nostalgia Critic for Nostalgia Ween. Last one that he did for the month. Goosebumps 2015. Oh boy. Yeah, so Goosebumps, I'll just say it. I mean, the first film was alright. It wasn't anything special. But compared to like my childhood and like reading Goosebumps and also watching the TV show and the theme song and the fact that R.L. Stine is now worth over $300 million simply because of this franchise alone, I mean, sheesh, must have done something right. So yeah, the whole deal with the whole deal with Goosebumps is that you gotta understand that it's from a certain generation, and a lot of kids nowadays, they've moved on to other things, but you know, it's still very like nostalgically reminiscent for me.
Yeah, it was part of my childhood.
Mm-hmm. So
my mom used to get me a new Goosebumps book each week if I behaved in school and got good grades.
damn, lucky you, man.
Yeah.
I remember Chad actually went on a collecting spree to collect like a lot of the original Goosebumps books. And he actually got most of them. I can't remember if he got all of them. But I think that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the whole deal with Goosebumps is that, you know, some of the stories are really good. Some of them are a little more like, But overall, I mean, just the fact that they exist and that they actually do like that, you know, that they made an impact on a generation shows their staying power. And leave it to Jack Black to insert himself into the Goosebumps continuum by playing R.L. Stine, which, don't get me wrong,
That doesn't exactly make a lot of sense to me.
No, it doesn't me either. I mean,
if anybody was going to play R.L. Stine, I think it should be Ben Stein.
well, probably. Well, the thing with it is, I mean, the only thing that R.L. Stine and Jack Black have in common is that they're both Jewish. That's it. But, well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what Doug thinks about it. But, yeah, this is the Goosebumps 2015 Nostalgia Critic video. Let's go ahead and get into it. Are you ready, Nick? Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Come check us out at Grand Rapids Comic-Con November 14th through the 16th. Hope to see you there.
I was always trying to figure out if Ben Stein and R.L. Stine were related somehow. Cause
no, they're
they look similar and have the same last name.
But their last names are spelled differently. Stein is S-T-E-I-N. Stein is S-T-I-N-E. Yeah.
Looks like a stress.
And then the ghost said, "And I will haunt you forever."
That's Toccata and Fugue playing in the background. That's the...
Play it again so I can hear.
And then the ghost said, "And I will
It is.
Damn.
haunt you forever."
Critic, you have to finish the ghost story.
This is dumb. Very clearly a fire hazard.
Come on, Critic. It's like we're in a spooky 90s kids show.
Well, no kids shows in the 90s were spooky, so I have no interest.
Why do you have to be such a bummer about the creepy things that we grew up with?
Yeah, like Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Or Erie, Indiana.
Or Goosebumps!
Oh, I loved Goosebumps.
Remember Slappy the Dummy?
Or The Dead House.
Or the evil sponge! Critic, you could have been scared by an evil sponge.
Or Monster Blood. Or The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Or Night and Terror. Yeah.
Oh, just hearing the way you talk about it scares me.
What 90s kid didn't love Goosebumps?
This 90s kid.
Well, that's because you got too much 80s in you.
Yeah, Goosebumps was fun.
I guess it just wasn't the right age for it.
Well, what do you expect? It's still for kids.
Yeah, it's no Friday the 13th, but it's the most you could do given the age group.
I don't know. I don't think that's true.
Oh, yeah? What's your idea of PG horror?
Flashlight.
Monster Squad. That's true. Well, this is before the PG-13 rating was even a thing, dog. I mean, come on. This is true. Also, wait a second. Jaws is 1976, Critic. What the fuck? No. You know what the thing about it is? I grew up on those too. And
One of those scenes really terrified me as a kid. Too.
Me neither.
I said really did terrify me as a kid.
They didn't terrify me that bad. The one that got me the worst was probably from Indiana Jones with like the face melting. That's probably the one that got me the worst.
The Indiana Jones scene that really terrified me as a kid was the freaking heart.
Oh, Kalima,
Yeah.
Kalima.
That freaked me the hell out.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But the Jaws one got me a bit too. But the Beetlejuice stuff didn't really scare me that much.
No.
It was more goofball. It was more cheese. It was more goofball stuff.
It's cartoony.
Yeah, and then there was a few others there. Also, critics' love for Return to Oz. I don't like Return to Oz. Never have. I understand Doug has a deep appreciation for it.
I've never even seen it.
I don't like it. I said it. I don't like it that much.
Yeah, Goosebumps just wasn't my thing. That's not to say there aren't a lot of good things that came from the series. The late 80s and early 90s was not a
Critic
popular
was
time.
probably just slightly too old for Goosebumps when it came out.
Yeah.
In its peak.
I'm looking at all these ones here. I've read most of these.
I read, let's see.
Dead House, I remember that one. Stay at the
I was just
Basement.
looking real quick. I was about to say, I think I've read every single one of these. I'm pretty sure I have.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I've read every single one of those.
I didn't read.
That was my favorite. I forgot the title of it, with the one with the wolf on the front.
Oh, Werewolf of Fever Swamp.
Yeah, I love Werewolf of Fever Swamp. That was so good. And I love Welcome to Horrorland as well. And that one was good too, with the Clade monster thing on it.
For kids to read, so any book,
Oh, yeah, right here.
let alone a franchise that made it cool, was something to be admired.
You Can't Scare Me.
Yeah, You
I
Can't
wouldn't
Scare
go
Me
so
was
far.
a really good one. Like, I remember, I can't remember if they ever did episodes of any of those three, but I think
They did
Welcome
Werewolf
to-
of Fever Swamp. I
I
know
was
that.
gonna say, I think they
know
did
that.
Welcome to Horrorland, but You Can't Scare Me would have been a great episode.
Hard to say, the show is so bonkers, it's actually pretty fun in a campy way. And the spin-off series
Especially the
years
Haunted Mask episode.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Mask episode was peak.
later is legit pretty damn good. But aside from the Scary Stories collection, I just never found any of the stuff marketed as scary kid stories, well, scary as a kid. R.L. Stine should be congratulated for how he got so many young people into reading, but that doesn't mean I have to get into it myself. And it could very well be an age thing. I remember I have friends that read them and really liked them, but it always felt like Happy Meal Stephen King when the real Stephen King was right there. So yes, I admire a lot of what it did, it just was never something I personally got into. So it's probably no surprise that I didn't get into the Goosebumps movie.
don't know if I would have got into this movie
Released
either.
10.
I never went to see it.
I watched it and it was okay.
Years ago in 2015, even if you're not a Goosebumps fan, you have to acknowledge this is a pretty good idea. The author of the stories keeps all its monsters and ghouls locked up in his books, and if the books are ever opened up, they escape. Again, feeding into the idea that you should read, because it can feel so real, it's like the stories are coming to life. It is really clever. It's also a pretty inventive excuse to get as many Goosebumps stories in there for something called Goosebumps the Movie. You want to get as many as you can, and this was a smart compromise. And well, it looks like a lot of critics and audience.
Like, from the preview, I was like, man, it looks like they're taking, like, most of the books that weren't my favorites, though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the ones I never read or didn't care
Well,
for.
they highlighted the ones that were like, a lot of them were like the most popular. So, like,
Abominable
Night of the Living
Snowman
Dummy.
of Pasadena was probably the only one I really, for sure, and Night of the Living Dummy, I think.
Yeah.
Out of those, out of the rest of the stuff I was seeing, I was like, I don't really recognize a lot of it.
Werewolf.
Is that supposed to be the Werewolf of Fever Swamp?
Yes.
'Cause it looks different than the wolf on the cover, obviously.
Audiences got into this film, I found it pretty underwhelming. Even if you take out that I didn't get into these stories as a kid, I still thought the premise could be really fun and imaginative, but most of the time it ends up just doing the bare minimum, and even when it does that, it does it in a very distractingly odd way at times. It's not an odd way that brings me into the strange world, it's more an awkward way that keeps me at a distance from getting into the strange world. It's not an awful movie, but it is one that has plenty of material to playfully mock, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's wrap up Nostalgia Ween with a scary PG movie.
Hey, look, there's a movie called The Haunting. It's only rated G.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too intense.
Why was that rated G?
Different times, dude. Different times.
Let's take a look at Goosebumps the movie. The film opens with Sony Animation. I knew it. I knew Jack Black wasn't human. He's too poorly animated. As we see Zach, played by Dylan Minnette, and his mother Gail, played by Amy Ryan, moving to a new town for her job as vice principal. Yeah, Jack Black's forming a genre of kids' films about moving to a new place and wacky stuff happening, isn't he?
I'm staying because I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
And I looked into it legally. I can't live on my own until I'm 18.
Well, good, because you're clearly 20. They're welcomed by Aunt Lorraine.
Hi, from New York, it's my sister Gail.
With special guest, my nephew Zach.
I instantly hate Aunt Lorraine. And she, of course, has a lame gift for him.
Make sure it fits.
Try it on right now.
Yeah, take her for a spin.
Oh, I mean, come on.
You look great at that piano bar down the street called Chihuahua and Handbag.
Smooth.
Dear God, the bedazzle. Jesus Christ, it's a Yankees hat, not a chandelier. Fuck.
Meets his neighbor named Hannah, played by Odea Rush.
How long was the drive from New York?
Depends how long do you make a joke about his hat.
Yeah, it's definitely I love baseball hat. You know?
Yeah.
Tell by the pretty hat.
There you go. It's about go to hell hours. And he also meets her father, R.L. Stein, played by Jack Black.
Do you see the fence? You stay away from my daughter. You stay away from me. We won't have a problem.
Good, Jack. Now why don't you try the over-the-top one? Oh, did I mention Zach also has a dead parent?
Hopefully a change of scenery will help.
Not a change of bargain bin cliches, though. We'll keep those around.
Not sure walking in with the vice principal is the play.
He goes to school the next day where he meets a kid named Champ, played by Ryan Lee.
So, you're the new kid.
Look at the size of that school. There must be several the new kid.
Yeah.
And neither him nor his mom seem to fit in well.
We are so excited for Friday's fall dance. We can't stop twerking about it.
Oh.
Yes, you can definitely tell that her and the principal
Who did that?
have worked with kids for a long time.
Once again, dude, given the fact that my mom was a teacher, and my mom wouldn't be caught dead saying shit like that.
Mine either.
Yeah, my mom literally had the whole thing where, like, if you were disturbing her class, she would literally just, like, sit back and see what, and, like, let everyone's attention be drawn to you, and then the very moment an awkward silence happened, she would just be like, that's it? Are you done?
My mom was an ISS teacher, so she...
Oh, God. So she didn't play no...
She made a habit of being scary to kids.
You kind of got to be scary when you're the ISS teacher.
So you wouldn't know it from meeting her, like though.
Oh no. Your mom's a very
actually,
pleasant person.
Yeah, she's actually really sweet.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like Miss Rig. Miss Rig was
Like,
our.
so I never was scared of her because I behaved myself. I never ended up in her class, but she would always tell me stories after class of how like the misbehaving kids were working out and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I wound up in ISS a few times, and I'll tell you this much: Miss Rig, the ISS teacher we had, she could be very mean when she needed to be. She was used to dealing with kids that were just brats. But when I came in there, I wasn't a brat. I was just like, and eventually, after school was over, and I was like still in my hometown for a little bit. My mom used to like go to places where she was at, and I would meet her, and she was actually very nice. She wasn't someone I could see myself like becoming friends with or anything like that. But she was just a genuinely nice person. But anyway, sorry.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Chump.
She's never talked to me before, so we're making progress.
I hope you enjoyed this live recording of my high school love life.
Damn, Doug.
Hannah, though,
also Doug with the fedora on. That was a choice, Doug. That was a choice.
So liking to Zach and even shows him a secret area where she likes to hang out.
Are you taking me somewhere to kill me? I'm just curious.
I'm playing.
So what the hell is with the auto quality always dipping down to 360?
It by ear.
Hannah? Yes, Zach. Follow the stranger into the woods.
Okay, these lines were not written for this actor.
No.
These are Michael Cera, Jonah Hill, John Heder lines. And while I will give credit, this guy does bring a lot of charm to the role. Look at him. Does he look like someone the geek of the high school would say, hey, he looks similar to me, maybe we can hang? Or would be afraid?
No, Dylan Minetti is like typical Hollywood handsome pro-tag guy. I mean, if they would have gotten someone here that was more akin to like he was saying Michael Cera-esque, then this would work. But no.
The girl half his size is gonna kill him.
Jack Black, I couldn't afford Michael Cera too.
Well, Michael Cera also is like almost 40. Or when this came out, he was over 30, so...
Doesn't matter, he still looks like he's fucking 15. Sorry, Michael.
He's only a year older than me, dog. Damn.
Come on, scaredy cat, we're almost there.
Why are you acting so afraid of everything? You're the most intimidating looking thing on screen.
They built it years ago, but then they ran out of money.
Pretty cool. They continued to supply power to a place that was abandoned so long ago.
Wait, what are you doing?
What are you afraid of? I do this all the time.
I hate the suburbs.
With their stupid theme parks hidden in their stupid forests, that's so suburbs.
Why'd you move to Madison?
My mom said to me, if you can live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Can we please move to Madison, Delaware?
Okay, like I said, he is a little charming.
Yes.
When they returned home, her father is angry she was out, to a point where he may have killed her?
Hannah!
Please don't play your scenes from Mandalorian again!
Oh, dear God. Oh.
Hannah's in trouble.
Oh, who's Hannah?
She's
That is
in trouble?
not a good reaction to...
Also...
They're in trouble.
Hannah's in
Also, the light under her face makes her look kind of creepy.
trouble.
Oh, who's
Who's Hannah?
That is not the reaction.
Hannah?
Yeah, and that's a face right there.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, something clearly wrong is going on.
It's like, Mom, the neighbor is killing his daughter.
She's in trouble? They call the police, played by Timothy Simons and Amanda Lund.
You're under arrest!
And they're weirdly the funniest thing in this. Yeah, how many times have you seen goofy cops, not just in kids' movies, but any movie get that many laughs? But these two really know how to make these lines work.
It's their chemistry. I will admit that when I watched the film, they were the best part of it. They were like the best part of like the comedy bits, because these two, like in the comedy, that like between them, the comedic chemistry is like beautiful. I love it.
Do you have any idea what the penalty is for filing a false police report?
3 years.
Yep, it's close. It's a written warning.
Surround sound. I didn't know being an audiophile was a crime.
What a file?
Whoa!
Can we just follow these two?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The author says he does have a daughter, but she hasn't been around for a while. So they obviously believe him over Zach.
Dale, it's Lorraine. I can see you. It's your sister.
Was that painfully bad ADR really needed to clarify that?
It's your sister.
I know my performance was so subtle, perhaps you forgot me.
I know I sure as hell wish I could forget about her. She was in 21 Jump Street, and I'm just like, actually,
it seems like she's...
Oh, 22 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street.
She's still having trouble doing something besides her character from Workaholics, I feel like.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, she has been playing the same character since Workaholics. Goddamn.
You know what he needs? A night in with his aunt, bedazzling.
Yeah, that's her playing her Workaholics character still.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but when your character growth ends at where your career began, I'm sorry. You've already... You've peaked. You've ran your course. And I'm not saying you can't keep grifting off the same stuff over, like you're the rest of your career. Go ahead, but be prepared to be called out on it by people who've been seeing that same shit for the last, 10 plus years now?
Like, I still like her in Workaholics, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like...
She's great in that, but...
Literally, apparently, that's the only role she knows how to do.
Well, yeah, it's her shtick. Much like Michael Myers. Remember after, Goldmember, what happened with Michael Myers? It's because everyone figured out his shtick. Same thing with her. I can still go back and watch the Austin Powers movies and laugh, but everything else after that, it's like you figured out his shtick and he's not funny anymore, and his comedy never evolved. Much like her comedy never evolved. It's just like, hi, I'm awkward, and I put myself in the middle of everyone else's business.
Quirky and
eccentric. Yeah, I'm quirky and eccentric. Yeah.
The aunt decides to babysit Zach. Again, being so...
Babysit? He's...
close to drinking age. I think he can look after himself. But he's...
Bro can already smoke, for God's sakes.
He's Hannah again in the window. He distracts his aunt and calls Champ over to help.
Not only are there no girls, but there's a psychopath.
I called him and pretended to be the cops and asked him to come to the station.
You can get in big trouble for that.
It's actually just a written warning.
Okay, so some of these writers worked on movies like Ed Wood, and sometimes it shows.
I think I solved some web.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's also the people who wrote Cody Banks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeesh.
Champ makes the discovery, though, that they're in the house of the writer of Goosebumps.
What's he doing with a bunch of kids' books?
These are kids' books. Kids' books help you fall asleep. These books keep you up all night.
I don't know, they'd be like NyQuil the novel for me. Hannah appears alive and well, but one of the books is knocked over and accidentally unlocked. Oh god, they opened the novelization of Red 1.
God.
The monster escapes and they chase into an ice ring where they try to get it back into the book.
Come on. Just open the book!
Just wait.
Hannah, open the book!
Not yet.
Well, now.
Bad timing.
Open the book. Now! Whap. Oh, I guess they were right whenever they said open the book.
We know the star of Night of the Living Dummy.
Yeah.
Stein shows up, though, with the book to suck him back in. A pretty fair distance away. Why'd you have to wait for it to get closer, Hannah?
Stupid.
I looked at the trap, Ray.
Apparently works like a Pokeball. So. Or yeah, I guess. Ghostbusters is better.
Wait, Tamra? The hell's Tamra doing in a video?
Mine.
What the hell is this? That Pop Quiz hotshot? What's going on? They tell him they're aware he's the Goosebumps author, but he denies it. So they insult his ego by saying he's the poor man Stephen King.
Steve King wishes he could write like me.
Hold on. Need to check on some net worths here. Hold on. Stephen King net worth.
They're not even writing for the same demographic.
Yeah. Stephen King is worth $500 million. Whereas R.L. Stine is worth, I believe, about... Yeah, $200 million. So, Stephen King wishes. Nah. Sorry, but...
And I've sold way more books than him, but nobody ever talks about that!
You're still not worth as much as him. Just saying.
Okay.
Way more film deals.
Scariest thing about this movie,
and
finding out
books
that's
are more expensive too.
No, and it's true. No, they're right. R.L. Stine has sold more books.
Yeah,
but he wrote way more.
Their books were priced at like Goosebumps books were like $15 a piece or less, I think.
Yeah,
I think they were like $12.
Yeah, some of them were like even as cheap as $8
when I was buying
at certain Scholastic book fairs.
Yeah,
dude, I remember like the book fairs when they rolled through.
Whereas like a
King deals.
A King novel could cost you like $40 to $50 depending on if you get hardback and what it is.
Oh dear God. Also, people like want to say it's like, oh come on, Stephen King. Like it's like Stephen King, like perfectly fine. Tell that to the sewer scene in It.
What? Finish your sentence before you do the second part. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Like people are saying Stephen King's perfectly fine for young adults to read or like, and I'm just like,
I mean,
certain novels, yes, but the sewer scene in It,
young adults, yes, but not kids.
That I'm saying like 12 to 13-year-olds.
That's not a young adult. That's a freaking youth.
That's
young adult is like 18 or
19. Well, okay. What's the word? I'm like. It's that demographic between 13 and 17 that all writers dream of catching.
It's youth.
I always thought that was called young adult.
No, young adult is like over 17. It's like 18, 19, 20s.
Young adult demographic. Oh yeah, 1824. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
It's literally you're an adult, but you're a young adult. Like that's what it means.
Okay.
It's youth. Is what you're talking about.
Okay, so for the longest time, I'm sorry, I'd been misusing that term. So yeah, my mistake. I'll own up to it.
When I was younger.
See that, everybody? It's called learning, and it's called admitting when you're wrong. Why can't people do that nowadays? Instead, everyone's just like, I don't know that shit, I'm keeping it real.
I suffered from terrible allergies that kept me indoors. And all the kids threw rocks at my window and called me names.
They always made fun of the fact I never spoke in my real voice and always used whatever the hell I'm doing right now. Yeah, that's the thing I'm figuring out about Jack Black movies. Whenever he does a believable performance, he's pretty entertaining. Mm-hmm. Jumanji, Mario Brothers, Kung Fu Panda, Tropic Thunder. Even though these are comedies, he feels real within the worlds they created, and he helps bring them to life. But when he does a silly voice like Mandalorian, Minecraft, Borderlands, or R.L. Stine.
Whenever he is presenting, I am Jack Black presenting as this character. Mm-hmm. Whereas when he actually locks in on the performance, God.
It just sounds exactly like that, a silly voice.
You're grounded. I told you to stay away from us or something bad would happen. Really good idea. He's a keeper.
Go exploring?
When?
That could be fine in a short sketch or a song, but for an hour and a half, it is so damn distracting, especially during serious moments.
Well, because if you've seen The Pick of Destiny, you know you're just seeing Jack Black. It's like, dude, act.
Yes.
Protector! This gift of mine is a curse. You have no idea how lonely it's been until Hannah. She's different.
He sounds like Jim Carrey doing Count Olaf doing Jim Carrey. There's no way I can get into the emotion of this.
Mm-hmm.
He's right.
Speaking of impressions, want to hear Jack Black's Mark Hamill?
You're giving me, what's the word? Goosebumps.
Couldn't he have got someone, and I was always wondering this, couldn't they have gotten someone else with like a more iconic like voice to do Slappy? I mean, Jesus.
God, he's so creepy.
He is? Man, I am really not the audience for this. The scariest thing is his voice giving me PTSD to his claptrap performance.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I still managed not to hear that. Now we'll try to get away with it for as long as I possibly can.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Borderlands movie. I'm still mad at what Hollywood did to the Borderlands movie. I'm never going to forgive them. Like, we were on the precipice of the video game movie revolution. And what do? Just shit that piece of shit out and just like, here, this is Borderlands. No, the fuck it's not.
What's What's the plan, friend? You must have brought me out for something fun.
Slappy slipped out one of the books that fell over, and he uses his new freedom to release other monsters from their literary prison.
That one's a real page-turner.
How does he reach the pedals? We're here to remind you there's 2 little monsters ripping up kitchen scenes this year. No, please, I already ruined Gulliver's Travels.
Oh my god.
Why couldn't you have written stories about rainbows and unicorns?
Because that doesn't sell 400 million copies.
Yoga porn stars can't suck their dick as well as this movie. Oh, thank God. At least the cops are back in the store.
And they're gone.
Oh. I was frozen!
No, I'm too depressed. They were the best part of the movie. What the hell are you doing? You better have damn great writing coming up to make up for their absence.
Oh my God, Dad! Dad, what happened to you? Oh, thank God. Guys, false alarm. It's not my dad.
Did I mention one of the writers at Turbo worked on this too? Yeah. They figure out Stein could just write a book where all the monsters are destroyed, which is actually a pretty clever plan. But he says he needs a specific typewriter.
Every story I've ever written was on that Smith Corona. It's not just me. That typewriter is special. It has a soul of its own.
I know. I wrote a story about called Typey the Ghost Rider Typewriter. That one took 2 days for me to write. It looks like the typewriter is at the school, of course, while a dance is going on. There better be witches that look like drag queens doing a song number. So they drive on over.
It's the invisible boy. He's a menace.
Oh man, what crazy ideas are we gonna do with this?
Nothing.
Guess we're done there. Just throw in a giant bug or some lazy shit like that.
I don't remember writing about a giant praying mantis.
You did?
Right, now I remember.
That made you remember? I don't want to know how your mind works.
Yeah,
The car crashes, though, in front of a store.
Would have made more sense if it like hit the power lines or something and like
Yeah.
electricity started flowing through it. He's like, oh yeah.
For me,
it's the shocker on Shock Street, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's what that's from.
So here's my thing with the climax of this film. Too damn many of the Goosebumps creatures escape. You can't, like, whenever you're like hurling shit at the wall to see what sticks, you should go with the ones that would narratively work best with what's going on. Shocker, yeah, the Shocker would be a good one. Slappy, okay, because of how iconic he is. I mean, yeah, there's multiple that I would say just like would work really, really well with this. But you need to cap it at like 7 or 8, maximum 10. But when you have this fucking many, it can muddy up everything. Like, dude, you could have the Invisible Kid. Yeah, he's a menace, and you could actually dedicate more time to that bit because there's some interesting stuff you could do with that. It's my main problem with this film. It's too damn busy, and it just doesn't live up to what I wanted it to. I was hoping that we would get some focus on like, and if they wanted to do a sequel, then R.L. Stein could just be like, everyone, I'm actually missing some more books. I need your help. Like finding them, and just like you could go with that, with like and do more characters and more monsters in the next one. But anyway, sorry. This is me complaining about a film 10-year-old film at this point.
Why'd you have to come up with something so freaky?
I just have a knack for it, I guess.
Granted, that might have been one of my other writers.
Lemonade, grape, or strawberry?
Good God, man! Here, orange!
Just to double check, the monkey? This. I'm so glad people read these to appreciate good horror in the future. Naturally, another monster is found inside.
What are you doing? It's the werewolf of Fever Swamp. He can smell my scent.
When you start to look at the Space Jam movies and say, you know, maybe they weren't that much a commercial. They outrun the werewolf and run into Lorraine in the back.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Lorraine.
Hello, R.L. Stein.
As the other pudgy, non-funny person in this movie, I suggest we hook up. They take a shortcut through the cemetery where Zach makes a big discovery. God. R.L. Stine, Ghost Row, Twilight! Nah, even he's not that bad.
I was about to say, Doug, careful there. I actually like R.L. Stine. I don't like Stephanie Meyer. Good God. I can only tolerate so much.
He can't give much thought to it, though, as zombies come alive and chase after them. Wait, when they have come out of the book? Oh, who cares?
Unstuck. Go on without me. Save yourself. Okay, good luck. I didn't mean it. Where is that little
That's kind of funny.
Oh, boy, I can't.
Yeah, that was actually, yeah.
Like, all right, good luck.
No, I didn't mean it later.
No, it's just kind of...
Wait to see what happens when he catches up with Champ.
They put my typewriter away. No, it was this way. It might have been the...
Yeah, no payoff to that. No payoff to that joke. Yeah, no payoff to it. And I imagine him would just be like, it's like, next novel I write, I'm making you the first victim. That's what I would have said. I would have had that be the comedic payoff. And then he would just be like,
I mean, it worked as it was in my opinion.
It did, but there's no payoff to like the consequence.
The payoff was just the, no, I didn't mean it. Like, you know.
I guess, yeah, but...
Other way.
Guess they dropped that one, too. You know, jokes are a lot easier when we don't have to include a punchline. Zach tells Stine that he's aware that Hannah is one of his creations.
I wrote her in such a way that she thinks she's real, and she is real to me, Zach.
I don't expect you to understand. Actually, I do.
I'm a forgettable generic character myself. They both agree they have to look out for Hannah, which hopefully isn't for too much longer, as they found the typewriter.
So start writing.
Yes, but what's the story?
Monsters lose, good guys win the end.
No. It doesn't work unless it's a real Goosebumps story with twists and turns and frights.
No, a Goosebumps story. Just write the blank of blank and you'll have something. They give Stine a place to write while they're trying to tell
Clock of Doom was one I liked, too.
Dance what's going on. Surprisingly, they don't believe him.
Monsters have invaded Madison.
He's right! It's the boogeyman! And he's picking his nose!
Really captured the voice of the youth, didn't they?
He's picking his nose!
Wait until you hear my rendition of Jingle Bells, which may include a certain odorous crime fighter. I will give credit, they do believe him pretty fast, so they don't drag that out too long. As they're told, Stine is already working on a story to trap them.
They're R.L. Stine's monsters. He's here and he can fix this. And don't worry, he's a very quick writer.
The first thing said
Those
about the
vibes
books
are like the Sanderson sisters will come back to life.
Literally, it's
Right
a hocus
there.
pocus. It's almost a hocus pocus ripoff there. But this is kind of like a quick jab at R.L. Stine.
He's here and he can fix this. And don't worry, he's a very quick writer.
The first thing said about the books I agree with.
Yeah.
You put them out like crazy.
Yeah. And while and other people out there who like knock on Stephen King, here's the thing: Stephen King wrote like when he was like ingesting cocaine like a fucking vacuum cleaner. The man literally put out like 3 books a year that were like 500 to 600 pages thick.
That's what cocaine does.
I know, but the thing with it
Freaking
is
amphetamines is like it hyper focuses you, gives you energy, and keeps you awake. Of course, you're gonna get a lot of shit done.
Yeah, but even when he wasn't on cocaine, he was still putting out like 1 book a year. And when you ask most writers out there, that's fucking hard. And most of his novels and most of his books, they have amazing setups, shitty payoffs. Very rarely do you have a great setup, great characters, and a great payoff. And in the ones that Stephen King knocks out of the park, I will give him all the credit for. But R.L. Stine being quick with his writing as well, the thing with R.L. Stine's writing is the fact that like he was able to crank out so many different stories and different things that literally like tapped into your your unconscious like fears and stuff like that.
And I think one thing that helped a lot,
especially as a kid,
whoever did his cover art.
Yes,
like, his cover artist was amazing.
Yeah, they deserve a lot of credit.
Like, that really did a lot to grab the imagination of a kid that was slightly interested in horror and stuff. You know?
Much like how for Stardust, Neil Gaiman really should thank Charlie Vess, because Charlie Vess, who by the way I've met Charlie Vess, super nice dude. Charlie Vess did the artwork for Stardust, and in all honesty, it's what made my imagination for Stardust really perk up. And like you were saying with like the covers, I mean, it really set the tone for what you were about to read, and it prepped your imagination. It gave your imagination like a window into what R.L. Stine was imagining, and it helped you along.
It was almost always the cover art that made me decide what the next one I wanted to get was, pretty much. So
yeah.
So, I mean, when you could take something as stupid sounding as the Cuckoo Clock of Doom and they actually pulled off something pretty freaking good for it, like, you know, that's pretty talented.
And Werewolf of Fever Swamp, too. I mean, because, you know, Fever Swamp, it sounds weird, but then when you actually read it, you're just like, dang, this is really good. And then I would also say, you talked about the Haunted Mask. The Haunted Mask, especially the first one from the Goosebumps TV series, that was so good.
Yeah, we'll see the Haunted Mask cover art was alright, but like I actually really liked what they did in the episode with making the mask even creepier in the episode.
Oh yeah. Instead of it being like the wide mouth like goblin looking thing, instead it was like the shrilly like sharp teeth, like really like sharp needly
really
teeth.
just like a monster basically.
Yeah, it was really good.
We should be helping.
We should be leaving.
Who are we again?
Exactly.
Oh, that girl we saw for like a second at Champ Wave 2. I guess that's enough time to have them get together.
You saved my life, Champ. It's actually Champ.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Exactly. That was my reaction too, exactly. I was like...
The
pants,
like
lose them.
Nope.
But should we talk more? You literally got my
I
name.
said lose 'em.
Yes, ma'am. Slappy stopped Stein from finishing his story. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather just watch the school stage production of The Shining. But Zach and Hannah scare him off.
Dummy broke my fingers. I was almost finished, only 1 or 2 pages left.
It was the longest I ever took to write one of my stories. However, Stein thinks about handing himself over.
I'm coming with you.
Hannah, no, I need to do this alone. I've been running away from people my whole life. I was so angry at the real world that I created these terrible monsters.
Again, it's hard to care when you're sounding more and more like a South Park voice. We must get them to the National Association of Marlon Brando lookalikes.
It was clear there was only one place in the park left to hide. I can't type while I'm walking. Then commit it to memory.
They hide in the amusement park where Stein says Zach has to finish the book. Wait, I thought it had to be Stein the whole time. What are stupid rules is he making up? Again, I don't always finish my own work. But Zach accidentally writes that all the creations go back into the books, including Hannah.
If we open the book, that means...
It means I'll be stuck on a shelf someplace forever.
Trust me, if I'm this boring as a character, nobody's gonna want to read my story.
You know?
How many sweet 16s can one girl have?
She comes to grips with her existence in the most underwhelming way possible. Hey, he really does know how to write a Stein ending. And all the creations go back on paper. Don't worry, I'll write a less suicidal one next time. Actually, I'm not too far off, as when the town goes back to normal.
I'll give you a 60-second head start.
It's okay, Mom. Let's go in together.
I really feel like we've grown the 1 minute of screen time we shared when all the chaos was going on.
Hello, Mr. Stein.
Hello, Mr. Black. He's the...
Yeah. I saw that and I was just like, God dang it.
new drama teacher.
And yeah, okay, that's kind of cute. We get this scene.
Do you miss her?
She'll always be in here and in there. And also right over there.
Okay, that was good. I'll admit when there's a good joke.
I may have written one more book.
This one I wrote during a commercial break for Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Yeah, you're welcome for unlocking that buried memory.
Dear God, man. Why? Oh, I forgot about that.
I know, I guess I did follow through on the Invisible Boy joke. Oh my God, it's the scariest scene of all. Realizing this should have been done as an animated film. Done in the style of those awesome...
Yeah. I mean, they literally caught Sony Pictures Animation.
Dude, like, they didn't even use the Scarecrow in the movie that I saw. Like, Scarecrow Stalks at Midnight was another great one.
Some covers, I mean, for God's sakes, you were pretending it was animated already.
Right.
And that was the Goosebumps movie. I think it goes without saying it's not for me.
I don't even think it's for Goosebumps fans, to be honest. It was an attempt, but it fell flat, I think.
Yeah. I will say this as well. It should have been animated, and I really think it should have been animated in like the Mitchells versus the Machines. What was that? Is that what it's called? The Mitchell. Let's see. The Mitchells versus the Machines. Yes, and I love the animation style in that, and I think it would have really lended to this in terms of like the style and all that. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. But
clear, both the books and the film have a following, and I guess there's nothing really harmful in it for kids. It's not awful or anything like that. It's just everything I usually don't like about Goosebumps. It's safe, bland, and feels watered down. I guess I was spoiled with the messed up shit I grew up with, but honestly, if this was your jam growing up, I guess I can see a little something to it. Not every kid's gonna see the Universal monster movies or read a lot of gothic classics, so maybe stories like this are a good introduction to get them into the classic icons and spooky ideas. Maybe the film is a celebration of that. Kids having fun with the first time they saw werewolves, killer clowns, or talking dummies, preparing them for the actual scary werewolves, killer clowns, and talking dummies. And again, it got so many kids into reading, it's really hard not to see the upside of that. I think I was just the wrong audience at the wrong time. If these stories hit you in just the right way, then this movie's a great send-up to them. But if you never found yourself getting into them, then this is the slappy I'm probably gonna put on again. And that about does it for Nostalgia Ween. Thank you for joining me again, and hey, I wonder how they're holding up with those 80s PG movies.
They're dead. I knew it.
Oh, you watch Poltergeist without me? I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. You know those were real dead bodies they used in that pool scene?
Yes. Yeah, they were actual cadavers. I didn't know that until much later.
There was a scene, like, my mom said it was Poltergeist, but when I rewatched Poltergeist, I swear I didn't see the same scene. But there was a scene, like, it looked like when, like, a door closed and there was, like, a face in the mirror that was, like, really fucking creepy. I saw on TV. Is that in Poltergeist?
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, like, that stuck in my head as, like, something that really scared me that I saw when I was a kid, too.
We can't stop twerking about it.
We're still doing.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah, I just feel like I have loftier expectations in my head from, like, my fondness of Goosebumps, and the movie didn't really do anything to bring those kinds of nostalgic feelings back up for me.
Yeah, sad to say. I mean,
I think it's just the fact that they glossed over basically all of my favorite ones in that, outside of just a couple.
Yeah, and the sequel is worse. Not gonna lie, it's
they
much
have
worse.
the same freaking monsters on the cover. Like, really? Like, why bring back the same ones again?
I don't know.
These better ones.
My whole deal with it is just, I look at.
At least it kind of looks like maybe the Scarecrow's on there that time, but they got the freaking Abominable Snowman, Werewolf, and Slappy on the cover again. Like, really?
Yeah, well, Slappy's one of the most iconic ones, and then, you know, the Abominable Snowman of past. Yeah, I mean, one thing I will say about this is Jeremy Ray Taylor was in this, and Jeremy Ray Taylor, he's actually from, like, around here. He's from Bluff City. Cool dude. And, yeah, honestly, I honestly think that, you know, it's also, damn it, I always activate dark mode on here, but it never stays. But anyway, all in all, Goosebumps, if they're going to try this again, I really hope that it's animated, and I really hope that the same team that did, like, the Mitchells versus the Machines and K-pop Demon Hunters are the ones running it. I hope so. I don't know. But needless to say, this whole thing.
The second one even have Jack Black in it again?
Yeah, but he goes as uncredited. He's like a very small, like, walk by. Yeah, blink and you miss it, basically. Alright, so anyway, I think that's going to do it, everyone. So this was the Nostalgia Critics review of Goosebumps, the 2015 movie, and all I have to say is, fair assessment. I find myself agreeing with Doug for the most part on this. I thought the film was okay, but nothing to write home about. I'm not gonna go out of my way. I'm not gonna go out of my way to just to rewatch it or watch it again or anything like that. Also, yeah, that's the funny thing too is R.L. Stine, who made an appearance as Mr. Black in the first one, comes back as a completely different character in the second. So it's just again, it's like they saw the first one and they're like, yeah, let's just write a script real quick and not really care about any consistency. Yeah, fuck it, who cares? Anyway, I don't know what else to say at this point except for thank you all so much for tuning in, and we hope that you all enjoyed. But for now, that's going to do it for us. So until next time, I am Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care of yourselves. Peace.